So yeah, I saw this. I saw a YouTube video recently. Uh, it was it's called 99 Problems and My Fat Ass Ain't One, and it reminded me of a story. It reminded me of a very specific story. Now the video is not really about what the story's theme is. Okay, the video is about not, how do I put it, appreciating a person when they're fat instead of talking about like, oh well, I look past you being fat at your true you. Like don't treat people as if they're a thin person trapped inside of a fat person's body. Like if you don't like the fat person, then don't try to sit up and will yourself into a relationship with a fat person when you don't like fat people. Like that's just that's ridiculous. You need to be able to appreciate that person's body because that is a part of who they are. Like, and the sentiment of the video makes a lot of sense to me, and it's very positive in a way that's just so damn logical you'd think that nobody would have to say it, but you do, because people are kind of dickish, and you gotta like guide them to the sense sometimes. Just gotta like guide them, like there's sense over there. Like, no, not dollars and cents, like sense, like don't step on train tracks when trains are coming sense, like that kind of sense. You just gotta just nudge them over to the sense a little. And it's like the video just reminded me of when I was in high school, right? I dated a fat girl. But it was, I don't know if I'm using this properly, but I dated her under duress. Like, it was bullshit because the whole thing was a fucking setup from the word go, and I ain't had nothing to do with it, and I was trying to be nice, and it was bullshit, right? So I'm doing high school things. I'm minding my own damn business, right? And I'm approached by this girl, right? This girl was really, really, really fucking attractive. Okay. She wasn't fat. She was a little pudgy, like a little bit, but she knew how to dress. Like she knew how to work her shit, and she looked good. So she's talking to me, right? She's asking me all this shit that I didn't learn until later to question those kinds of questions. Like she was asking me if I was single and shit. She was asking me, if I liked certain kinds of girls and that sort of shit. She was just asking me all these questions, right? And I was just like, oh, well, this is really cool because I'm getting approached by this chick. So I'm guessing that, she's just assertive and she's looking to start something. Pardon me. But no, of course, that's not the case. Eventually it gets to the point in the conversation where she's like, oh, well, I got a boyfriend, but, I got this friend. And then the friend, and I know some of you are going to find this offensive, but hear me out. Hear me out, right? Because this is the only fucking word that I can think of that really gets what I saw, okay? All right? I saw this chick waddle out from a fucking corner, And that was bullshit. I was like, what the fuck? What? This, like, I'm having a conversation with you, right? What? Why the fuck is this person here? Why is she here? Why the fuck is she here? I don't understand why she's here. I don't know why she's needed. I don't know why the fuck she over here. But she comes waddling out from her fucking hiding place. Like this is some type of video game and she just came out of stealth. She just fucking emerged. And I'm like, what the fuck is, what? And she's like, yeah, because, she looking for somebody. And I'm like, for real? So, like, I'm in a fucking high school hallway. Like, we by the lockers, right? We all out in the open and shit. So, I either gotta look at you and be like, you need to get the fuck up out of my face. Or, because, like, let me clear this up, okay? I was mad. I was fucking mad, dude. I was a person who did not get any form of action from the female persuasion at all at the time, okay? It wasn't even like I was sexually frustrated. It was just like, why the fuck can't I have a relationship with a person? Like it was so upsetting to me. And then this shit happens, and this chick comes in, and then like I've got fucking bait and switched. I got fucking baited and switched, and I don't give a fuck what the scenario is, okay? Like, okay, when I was in grade school, there was a teacher, God bless his soul, because he's no longer with us, but there was a teacher who was giving out, like he would blindfold us and give us candy. Well, let me explain that, because that sounds kind of gross. What happened was he had this thing where we were discovering tastes, right? Or something like that. It was something. It was on the up and up. Just trust, okay? It was grade school. It was a different time, all right? Wasn't nobody doing nothing underhanded. It was a blindfold thing with candy, okay? So everybody's, getting the candy and all of the cool shit, right? And the job of the person with the blindfold on was to guess what the type of candy was or what flavor, that sort of shit. And gets to me, I put the fucking blindfold on. I'm all excited and shit. I'm like, yeah, this would be cool. Fucker gives me sauerkraut. And apparently I made a face that must have just been fucking hilarious because everybody just flipped the fuck out. Like that bait and switch made me made me mad too, because that was bullshit. Everybody else getting candy and chocolate and shit. You don't give me some damn sauerkraut. That ain't cool. That ain't fucking cool. So it's like, I'm already mad at this girl because she came waddling out the corner when I was feeling her friend over here like we was finna start something. Like, you just fucking shine the globe on me, and then you came around with a fucking, well, not a globe, I'm sorry, you just shined like a sun's rays on me, and then all of a sudden you like, nah, you don't get no more of that, let me bring this flashlight out. Like, don't fucking advertise some shit, and then try and give me something else, like and not to say that she's worse because she's a flashlight. Flashlights are fine. They do what they do. But damn it, you ain't advertise a fucking flashlight. Like, I got mad because I'm like, why the fuck do you not believe you could just approach me and have a damn conversation? Like, why? Like, am I unreasonable? Did you try before? No, because I don't know who the fuck you are. I don't know your name or nothing. So, like, the whole relationship started with me mad. And it didn't really get better. Like, I ain't saying... I ain't do shit to the girl. I ain't beat her or nothing. I ain't, hate fuck her or anything. I ain't do anything that was really underhanded. I just didn't really talk to her. Cause I'm like, I ain't got nothing to say to you. But like, I mean, I think that if I had gotten an apology, like at some point, an apology for like tricking me, then I think I could have started to be like, oh, okay, and we could have probably turned the ship around. But when I'm sitting in that hallway, I can't say shit but yes, because then if I say no for any reason, I'm just a dude that don't like fat girls. And that's bullshit. Like it's fucking ridiculous. Like I've never been a person who gave a shit about how big a girl was up to a certain point. Cause see, I can't say some shit like that without saying up to a certain point. Cause then motherfuckers be all like, well, I saw on TV. And I'm like, no. If people gotta knock a wall down in your house to get you out, no. I'm not talking about you on the attractiveness level. No. But if if you fit through doors, if your environment doesn't have to fucking change because of how fat you are, then we can talk. But damn it, like that shit, no. Like, no. There's stuff growing in your folds you don't even know. No. I'm not with that. But like people be thinking fat, and the girl who does the video, her name is Megan Tonjes. If I remember, I'll link the video in the description. But the title verbatim is 99 problems, and 9 is 2 9s. It's not written 99. We're on the internet, people. Ampersand, which is the and symbol for those who don't know, and it says 99 problems and my fat ass ain't one. That's literally the title. Well, all that then a period. That's literally the title. So if I don't be on my game and put the shit in the description, just fucking search it on YouTube. You'll find it. You'll watch it. It'll probably make you laugh and brighten your day a little bit. But my point is is that I wasn't mad at this girl because she was fat. And I tried the relationship anyway. It had nothing to do with her being fat. It was just like, you gotta imagine the person. What turns me on the most is confidence in a woman. Confidence is fucking amazing. Like, if you feel good about yourself, I'm there, Well, not now because I'm married and shit. But, like, conceptually, I'm there, You gotta imagine the kind of woman who's like, I want to date that dude over there. And I'm going to sit my ass in this corner behind these lockers. And I'm going to wait for the key word before I come waddling my ass. Okay, maybe I need to stop using the word waddling. Okay, before I come and emerge from this corner. It looked like a waddle. But before I come and emerge myself from this corner and start my part of the conversation. Like, that is some bullshit. Like, what the fuck makes you think that you could just start a relationship with a person and you ain't even talk to them first? Like, it is different. It's different if you and your friend hanging out and your friend knows somebody and they like, yo, man, let me talk to you for a minute. I know this girl over here, right? She's saying that she like dudes of this breed and you seem to fit the criteria. So what say you? Come over here with me. We go over to their house and, we'll talk to her, that sort of shit. What do you think of that? Like, that's totally different than a motherfucker being right there and having their old, like, that's like sending a fucking pet out to start a fight in a video game. Like, There's no respect there. You don't do that to a person. Like, I'm standing right there. You don't fucking, and don't even think for a minute that this chick didn't know she was sending her hot friend over to me. Don't think for a minute that shit wasn't going through her brain. Cause you know it fucking was. You know absolutely good and full fuck well what you doing right now. You don't, alright, he'll talk to you cause you don't look like me. That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit. And that's making assumptions about me and my character. I would talk to anybody. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. You know, like it's just fat has never been a big deal for me. Like, I don't even see fat the way other people see fat. I look at most people that think they're fat and don't believe that they are. Like the woman who made the video, she's going on about her being fat. I'm like, I've seen fat. I've seen fat in my life. Them motherfuckers can't fit in cars right. Like, I've seen fat. Your ass is not there. You ain't there. You know, like, you might have to exert a little more force than the average person. Whatever the fuck that is. Especially in America. But it might make, you might have to exert a little more force to get out of a bed. Like, I get that. But you ain't fat. You know? And it's like it's basically society telling women that they're too fat because they ain't Photoshop thin, which is fucking stupid. You know? And don't even fucking get me started on this BMI bullshit, because I'm dead serious. And I know a lot of the people who are listening to this don't know what the fuck I look like, and I get that. But I tell you this, my BMI for my height says I'm fucking obese. Oh, fuck beast. Me. There ain't a person alive who would look at me and be like, you know what? You're a little round, buddy. You're a little fat. No, it would never fucking happen. My fucking collarbone juts the fuck out. It's just out. It's just hanging. It's like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I'm CB. What's shaking? Like, my fucking collarbone is just out. My mom would ask me like, you doing okay? Seeing a lot of your collarbone there. And I don't have a fucking eating disorder or any of that shit. I don't have any of that shit at all. What I have is diseases stacked on top of each other that I think give me motivation to not gain a lot of weight. That's really all it fucking is. I'm not fucking doing anything to deserve a small frame, and that's what society kind of, it's like, if you're heavy or you are round or you're just not looking like you're fucking sick, then you have a problem and you didn't do shit and you didn't do something. And that's bullshit. That's not the case. It's not anyone's fault what size you like. No. Outside of shit like that motherfucker where they got to bring the wall down, that shit is just, that is fucking mental disease. That is mental disorder shit. Where it's just like, you can't stop yourself. Like, that's like addiction. That's fucked up. But that ain't, like, it's not about fucking size. It's about other shit in people's lives. Like she said that a dude told her, at least I think she said it was a dude, but she said somebody told her that, I'm sorry, I didn't even go over who I was talking about. Megan in the video that I'm referencing said that a dude or somebody told her that with her eyes and her smile, if she lost weight, she could get any dude that she wanted. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, okay. Like, what the fuck? First of all, what? Like, I wish she would have told me what the relation was to the person who had the fucking gall to say some shit. Like, I wouldn't, even if I wouldn't feel that way, but even if I felt that way, like, I have a general awareness of when something sounds that douchey. I have a general, kind of a feeler outer sort of sense to where, like, I should probably shut the fuck up in this person's presence about this subject because they're probably a little sensitive to it. But, like, it's a shame you got all that fat on you because you could be really attractive. Like, what the fuck? Where do they breed people who think like that? I don't understand. That shit is so fucking bananas weird. Like, I don't even fucking... And then at the same time, it's like, I bet in their head, they thought they were giving her a compliment. They were like, hey, I just told her she was fucking beautiful in the face. It's not what you're saying. Like, when I hear something like that, I just think people are just fucking oblivious. Just oblivious, like, don't know shit. They're just walking around and there's just noise going on where thoughts should happen. Just nothing else. Just fucking noise going in their fucking brains. Because how do you say that to a person? Alright, I don't understand. I don't understand. Like, to me, there's nothing wrong with Megan. I think Megan is gorgeous. Like, to me. But that's because I don't give a shit about people meeting certain criteria. Like being fat or being thin or whatever ain't got shit to do with attractiveness. To me, at least. Like, confidence is one thing, but if we're talking about the pure visual aspect, weight ain't got shit to do with it. Because I have seen gorgeous thin women, and I have seen thin women that look like a fucking mess. Just a mess. I look at them like, damn. Like, the freight train of life just fucking rammed you in the nose because fuck you, and I'm sorry. And of course, I didn't go up to him and tell him, like, wow, if you didn't look like you had a rough life, you'd be really good looking. Like, that's just preposterous. You don't say that shit to people. That's ridiculous. Okay. But like I was saying, my point is, like, it's just... It amazes me how shallow. Like, it's kind of like dudes are sitting around thinking, well, if I can't brag to my friends about this chick, then she can't be attractive to me. And I mean, that's the only thing that logically makes sense. Otherwise, it's just society, like them believing the societal bullshit. Where it's like, these are the same motherfuckers that get Maxim magazines, right? And they just look at them. And they don't even question the fact that the women don't have knees or elbows. They don't even question that shit. They don't even question the fact that their skin looks a lot like impossibly smooth pudding. Like, they don't even fucking, like, they don't even fucking question that shit. They just look at it like, oh, that mean girl pretty. And then they go out into the real world, the wilderness, and they look at women and they're like, you don't look like that. You're on some bullshit. Like, that's That's gotta be what's going on with this Neanderthal ass mindset. And that's not even fair to Neanderthals, because Neanderthals, they ain't even fucking have shaving and none of that shit in the times. So they women had hair all over them and all that shit. And they still, like, we here. So they was doing some fucking. We here. You know? So that some fucking went down. So I don't know what the fuck people are thinking with this bullshit. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, I just, it doesn't matter. It does not fucking matter. Size is one aspect, because it's like, what happens if the person is thin, right? But then they've been punched too many times in the face. Does that make them more attractive than the person who's heavy but hasn't been punched to where their face is all mangled and goofy looking? Like, this is somehow, like, what's the hierarchy? You know, like, when you start putting these checklist items on attractiveness, shit gets weird real quick. At least as far as I'm concerned. And I don't agree with it. I agree with Megan's message. That, yeah, like, don't and really don't pull that bullshit. Do not ever pull that shit. Don't be like, oh, well, you know, I like everything else about you, but, you know, you fat, so I'm gonna take one for the team. Try and date you anyway because you nice. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. Like, I dated the fat girl for a while. It wasn't a while. It was like a weekend. But in my defense, she left me because, and I'm sure it's because, like, I didn't have shit to say. Like, I didn't want to date you. You know, I wanted to date the friend that you fucking started the conversation with. I wanted to date your summon. I ain't want to date you. But I ain't want to be labeled as the dude who was just like, well, he don't like fat chicks, so he an asshole. Like, that's not even the fucking case. It was just this bullshit ass bait and switch that I can't get behind it. I cannot get behind it. That shit ain't cool. So yeah, I forget where I was even going. Oh yeah, I was wrapping this up with just saying of what not to do. Just don't do that. Don't do that. Oh no, I was talking about who I've dated. I dated her, and everybody else I've dated since was smaller than her. But they weren't, well, one was really tiny. One was about, I'd say, the same size as my wife. I'd say that. Like, at the time, I don't know what the fuck she looked like now, but at the time, I'd say she was about the same size as my wife. Then there was one who was kind of tall, and then after that, there was my wife. So, like, I don't have a problem with, like, I've always told my wife that I don't have a type. And basically what that means is I can't condense what I think makes a woman beautiful into a sentence. Like, I can't make like a checklist of shit. Because it's like, if I leave something off the checklist, it never fails. The next time I go into the city of Chicago, I will find a gorgeous woman that knocks the fuck out of that trope. Or that like that entry to the check. Like, if I be like, okay, well, they can only be thin, I will find the most gorgeous heavy woman just strolling down the street in downtown Chicago. To me, is like fucking magic with the way they conjure gorgeous people. That shit is ridiculous. It happens nowhere else that I've been. Like it just it does. What I did like as far as attractive people was when I went to Japan, because like I don't have a type, but I do have a preference for good legs. But I wouldn't call that a type. That's just like a thing that I enjoy. And those motherfuckers walk so much. Yeah, it's nice over there. It's really fucking nice. It's really nice. It's a lot of fucking walking. It's a lot of fucking walking. And people take a lot of trains and they do a lot of walking. And you see that shit and they wear skirts and you're like, damn, it's fucking great. It's great. It's great. I couldn't go too nuts because I was there with my mom. But when I was there, the eyes did notice. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm fucking saying. That's all I'm saying. But like this notion troubles me. Like, why would you believe that it's okay to not like an aspect of a person and then focus so much on that you basically write them off as people? I don't understand. That's just, like if it was something in their personality, like if the person was a racist douchebag, right? But they had puppies and they gave to charity and they rescued people from buildings. If they're still a racist douchebag, you can kind of write them off and be like, well, fuck you, because I ain't got time for racism in my life. Like that I understand doing. But this shit where it's like, well, your face is gorgeous, but your body is expanded and it makes my eyes uncomfortable. Really? Like that's what's gonna, and Megan in the video goes over like, if 9 out of 10 things are clicking with us, and the one thing that's fucked up between us is that you don't like how big I am, and then she just goes into how, like she's done waiting on people to come along and be happy with who she is, like just as an entire person. And I'm just like, why isn't that the default? Like I hate that she feels that way. And I hate that people feel this comfort. Like I guess that being a fat person, and I've kind of seen this, being a fat person is it brings about the same frustration that my blackness brings me. In that people just feel comfortable so much around you that they can just say outlandish shit to you and it's supposed to be okay. Like I heard her say this shit in this video and I'm like, dude, even if I thought that shit, I'd be like, it would be a really douchebag thing for me to say to you, and then I just wouldn't say it. Like, why aren't people like that? I don't understand. Why the fuck aren't people like that? Why aren't people like that more, at least? I don't know. I guess I gotta end it with that question. Like, why do people suck? Why do people suck could probably be a sign off. I'm James Edwards. Why do people suck? I don't know. I'm just saying a lot of shit. At this point, I just want to really, no jokiness or anything. Just appreciate yourself. You don't have to fit any molds. You don't have to fit into any holes because we're not pigs. We're not things that need to go in specific slots and be specific sizes or anything. I think that a lot of the beauty of humanity is our diversity, and and it's in our diversity of our sizes, of our colors, of our our social circles, of our individual cultures. When people are different, things get amazing. When people are the same, I hate to bring that up because it sounds so extreme, but that's kind of Nazi-ish. It's a little Nazi-ish, you know? They were very same. They were very much the same. They were about the same. And people don't normally aspire to be them or more like them. So let's just take that as a little bit of a lesson there. But yeah, that's it. I'm not gonna go on and take any more of your time. Thank you for listening, and I will see or talk to you in the next installment of this shit. Have yourself a good one.